My God is definitely not a bully.
My God is not a bully.
My God is not a bully.
For me, it happened very young. When I was probably 13, 14, I was studying church theology and I was grappling with this question because I had a friend who was out and I had an inkling that I might be gay or queer, some, wonderful alternative sexuality. And I was really struggling with kind of my mom and a few other people around me's conception that okay, you can be a wonderful person in the world and you can be a joyful spirit and all these beautiful things, but if you're gay, you're ultimately going to hell. And my mom would be what's the word? She was very regretful about it. She was like, your friend Robert, he's so wonderful. I love him so much. It's so sad. And I was like, I don't think so. I don't think it's actually that sad. It's just different. So I was thinking about my experience of the church and my experience of God, and there were two things that I couldn't get away from. The first one being that God is love, and that, at least in the Methodist faith that I was raised in, was kind of the underscored everything. So God is love. God loves you. You are beloved by God. No matter what you do, God will always be there for you. And I couldn't believe that a God that was all loving and all knowing and created each of us by design would have created a person who would automatically be going to hell or automatically be damned in some way. It just didn't make sense. If God is love and we are all loved, then we all have the same opportunity to be a whole person in God's eyes. So that was the first thing. The second tenet that I couldn't rectify was the idea that you do good works, that you work to be a good person, and that is important when you come to sort of the end of your life and when you're face to face with God. What have you done in your life to make a difference? What have you done to make the world a better place? And again, I couldn't reconcile the idea that you could do all these things and you could be a good person in the world and living in the way of God and of these religious teachings and then be turned away for, again, your sexuality. So that was it for me. And then from that point on, I had no questions. I had no struggles. It was just God created me in the way that I was supposed to be, and I'm going to live in the world and do my best to be a good person.